Assalamualaikum, we are from Group 1. We'll present about recruitment and selection for Asia. Okay, this is our team members. First, Alia Dania. Second, Khalida Erisa. Third, Duratul Akila and Nur Amira. We'll be presenting the introduction of our HRM433 report on Asia. High performance organizations are those that achieve goals efficiently, maintain a positive work culture, and practice strong human resource management. Effective HRM ensures a skilled, motivated, and competitive workforce which drives organizational success. On the other hand, without effective HRM, organizations may face low productivity, higher employee turnover, and even declining financial performance. This shows that human resource management is not just about filling vacancies, but about strategically managing people for long-term growth and stability. Within HRM, recruitment and selection play a fundamental role. They form the basis for building a quality workforce by ensuring the right people are chosen for the right positions. These functions directly influence motivation, retention, and performance, making them essential in sustaining high-performance organizations. In this report, we will focus on how Asia applies recruitment and selection to maintain its performance. The discussion will cover their definition, activities, and importance. In this report, we will focus on how Asia applies recruitment and selection to maintain its performance. The discussion will cover their definition, activities, and importance. As highlighted by Armstrong 2020 and Dessler 2020, recruitment and selection are not merely administrative tasks, but strategic functions that shape competitiveness. In conclusion, recruitment and selection are vital to Asia's continued growth and long-term success. This introduction sets the foundation for the rest of our report, where we will explore in detail how Asia manage these practices to remain a high-performance organization.
Before we go into the activities, let me first explain the definition of recruitment and selection. Recruitment can be defined as the process of attracting and building a pool of potential candidates for a job. It is not just about advertising vacancy, but also about the promoting organization as an attractive place to work. Companies use various channels for recruitment such as job site, recruitment agency, campus hiring, social media platform like LinkedIn, and even employee referrals. The main goal is not just to get a large number of applicants, but to ensure that the right type of candidates are interested in the job. Recruitment is like a marketing activity where the organization markets itself to potential employees. On the other hand, selection is the process of choosing the most suitable candidate from that pool of applicants. This stage involves evaluating qualifications, experience, and skill to find the person who best match the job requirements. The selection process can include screening resume, conducting interview, giving technical or aptitude tests, and performing background or reference checks. The goal of selection is to make sure that the person hired is not only capable of doing the job, but also fits with the organization culture and values. It is important to remember that recruitment and selection are complementary. Recruitment creates a pool of candidates while selection narrows it down to the best one. Together, they ensure the organization hires the right people at the right time. If recruitment and selection are done well, the organization will have a strong and capable workforce. But if they are not done properly, the organization may end up with a high turnover, low motivation, and extra cost for training or replacing staff. For example, in Asia, recruitment is often done through open walk-in interview for cabin crew positions. This helps the airline attract a large number of applicants from different countries. After that, The selection process becomes very detailed, including English language tests, grooming checks, and role play to test customer service skill. This shows how recruitment and selection work hand in hand to ensure AirAsia hire people who are not only technically skilled but also able to represent the airline's friendly and vibrant brand. In summary, recruitment is about attracting candidates and selection is about choosing the best one. Both are crucial because they form the foundation for building a high-quality workforce, which in turn support the success of a high-performance organization like AirAsia. Now, I will explain the activities within the recruitment and selection function AirAsia. The process starts with a job analysis. This means AirAsia identify the knowledge, skill, and abilities needed for each job. From this, they prepare job description and person specification. For example, the cabin crew job description highlight requirements such as language proficiency, customer service skill, and grooming standard like minimum height and appearance. This document gives clear guidelines to recruiters and help candidates understand what is expected from them right at the beginning. Next is recruitment, and AirAsia applies both internal and external method. Internal recruitment happens when existing staff are promoted or transferred. This saves costs and also boosts morale because employees see opportunities to grow. However, external recruitment is more common, especially for frontline staff like cabin crew. AirAsia is famous for organizing open recruitment drive, also known as walk-in interviews, across Southeast Asia. They also use campus recruitment, their official careers website, and even social media like LinkedIn to reach a bigger talent pool. AirAsia's strong employer brand, which is known for being young and vibrant, also help attract many candidates. After recruitment, the selection process begins. This stage is different depending on the job role. For cabin crew, candidates must go through group interviews, English tests, grooming evaluation, and role-playing exercise to test communication and customer service skill. For pilots and engineers, the process is more technical. They go through competency-based interviews, simulator checks, and technical exams to make sure they meet the safety standards. For corporate positions, AirAsia use online tests, group discussion, and competency-based interview to evaluate problem solving and leadership potential. To make sure the process is fair and unbiased, AirAsia use a standardized evaluation methods and structured interviews. Once candidates pass the selection process, they are given a job offer and employment contract. The contract clearly states salary, working hours, benefits, and other conditions, and it complies with Malaysian labor law and industry standards. Finally, AirAsia carries out onboarding and induction. This is very important to help new employees adjust to the company. For example, cabin crew go through the intensive training that covers safety, procedures, service standard, and emergency preparedness. This induction reduces anxiety for new hires, help them adapt faster, and ensure they are aligned with AirAsia culture and value. In summary, AirAsia's recruitment and selection activity are systematic and strategic. By combining job analysis, multiply recruitment channels, fair selection methods, and strong induction programs, AirAsia ensure they hire employees who are not only skilled but also with the company's value of friendliness, innovation, and customer focus. This balance of efficiency and cultural fit is what makes AirAsia a high-performing organization.
Requirement and selection is one of the most important human resource management function because it determines who will join the organization and contribute to both short and long-term goals. Without a proper process, the company risks hiring unsuitable employees, which can lead to performance issue, discipline problem, lower morale, higher training and replacement costs. We also gonna lose our customer and even an accident. In the airline industry, such as like AirAsia, this become more critical because the wrong hiring decision could compromise passenger safety and damage the company reputation. Rules like pilots, cabin crew, and ground staff require high standards since even a small mistake can have serious consequences. Therefore, requirement and selection at AirAsia are not treated as a routine administration but as a key strategy. By ensuring only competence and culturally fit candidates are hired, the company can maintain safely, efficient, and also customer satisfaction. Last one is the effective recruitment and selection secure both the survivor and long-term success of the organization. Recruitment and selection play a critical role in contributing the organizational success, and in the case of AirAsia, they form the backbone of its human resource strategy. There are four main ways in which is the function brings the value to the company by improving the workforce quality, reducing organizational costs, boosting employee morale and also retention, and the last one is enhancing the organization reputation. First, requirement and selection improve workforce quality. AirAsia applies a competency based on requirement approach to ensure that every candidate truly has the right knowledge, skill, and also attitude for the roles. For the technical and safety critical roles, such as like pilot and also cabin crew, the selection process is very complicated. Candidates are required to go through the several stages, including the psychometric test to measure cognitive and personality traits, flight simulation to assess their decision making under the pressure, and also the structured interview that can evaluate communication skill, teamwork, and culture fit. This process ensures that only the most capable individuals are chosen. The result of this approach is a workforce that is not only technically competent but also aligned with the company's value. With such a workforce, AirAsia can ensure higher levels of passenger safety, reduce the likelihood of operational errors, and also provide an overall better customer experience. In the airline industry, where safety and service are equally important, having a high quality workforce is the key to the long-term success. Second, effective requirement and selection help reduce organizational costs. Hiring the wrong person can be extremely costly, especially in aviation. The costs are not just financial in terms of retraining, but also reputational if a mistake lead to safety concerns or poor customer service. To minimize this risk, AirAsia emphasizes a strict and transparent requirement process. In addition, the company relies heavily on internal requirement for the leadership position. For example, the appointment of Signatran as a group chief commercial officer through the internal promotion reflects AirAsia's strategy of continuity. By the promoting internally, AirAsia not only save the high expenses of external requirement, but also ensure that leaders are already familiar with the organizational culture and also operation. This approach aligns with the broader understanding in the human resource that good requirement decision can save the organization significant long-term costs while also ensuring smoother leadership transition. Third, requirement and selection contribute to boosting employee morale and also retention. When new employees are carefully selected, they are more likely to fit into the organizational culture and work effectively as a part of a team. This will create a positive work environment where the employees feel valued and motivated. AirAsia also invests in providing the clear career path. For instance, cabin crew members are not limited to serving a passenger, but they also are given opportunities to advance into supervisory position or to become internal trainers. Such career development opportunities increase loyalty and job satisfaction because employees can see a future within the company. As a result, turnover is reduced and the organization benefit from retaining an experienced and also skilled workforce. In an industry as competitive as aviation, keeping talented employees is just as important as attracting them. Finally, requirement and selection enhance the reputation of the organization. AirAsia has been consistently recognized as an employer of choice, receiving awards such as like Malaysian Best Employer Brand and the Best Company to Work For in AirAsia by Human Resource Asia. This recognition shows that AirAsia has built a strong reputation for the fairness, transparency, and employee development. A strong employer brand not only helps to attract more qualified candidates, but also increases customer and stakeholder confidence. Passengers are more likely to trust an airline that is known for the valuing and developing its people, while the partners and investors see it as a stable and suitable organization. Thus, requirement and selection contribute to shaping how the company is perceived in the market, going beyond the human resource impact overall business performance. In conclusion, requirement and selection at AirAsia are much more than administrative tasks. They are strategic processes that directly improve workforce quality, reduce unnecessary costs, and strengthen the employee morale and also retention. And the last one is enhance the company's reputation.
Before we end, I would like to conclude that recruitment and selection play a very big role in the long-term success of any organization. A fair and transparent process allows the company to hire the right people, save costs, and improve productivity. If the process is weak, it will only waste resource and increase turnover. For example, in AirAsia, the process starts with job analysis, then recruitment and selection. This ensures they hire the best staff to keep employees happy and maintain a good reputation in the market. So, overall, fairness and transparency in recruitment not only attract top talent, but also build trust with employees and customers. That's all from us. Thank you.